So let's take a look at the reading fill in the blanks practice number 9. I'm using a different setup right now. So this video and the next few videos will probably look a little bit different, but hey, either way, I'm going to help explain why the answers are the answers for this reading fill in the blanks. So number one, if you take a look at the blank, remember, we always want to take a look at after the blank and even before the blank. Now, stage can be actually a noun or maybe even a verb. Okay, stage can actually be used as a verb sometimes. So that's why we have to check in the front. And in the front, we have can take. And what does that mean? That means this is the verb. This is the verb. So with the preposition right here, there's no more sentence, basically. The end of the road is right here. No more sentence for you to add stuff. This is where we need to establish the object of the sentence. So that means stage is our object. That means we have one type of word that we can put in front of a noun. What kind of word is it? It's an adjective, right? How many adjectives do we have at the bottom? Remember, we want to use the sentence where we say, I am or it is. And whichever word sounds good with that, it should be an adjective. Now, for me, I feel like front, okay? Front can describe something. It can also be a noun, but it can also be the adjective. Familiar can also only be an adjective. That's the only one, right? And can be an adjective. You can use it to describe something, like the famous movie Endgame, right? The Avengers. I'm geeking out. All right. And then lastly, you might be thinking known. Any third form word, third form past participle, can be used as an adjective. All right. So damn, so far we have 4 adjectives. That's a lot, right? We're not even done. There's one more. Center. Center can also be used as an adjective. You can use it as a noun, but center can be used to describe something. All right. And in this situation right here, if you're thinking about stage, right? If you imagine yourself looking at a stage, you're watching a performance. Where are you looking? If you're watching Taylor Swift perform, she's coming to Sydney, right? I got tickets. I'm just kidding. I don't. That's just too expensive. I'm not a fan, or maybe just undercover fan. I'm kidding. If you're watching someone perform on stage, where is your main focus? Do you agree that your focus would be the center of the stage? Not the front, because the front could be left or right of the front. The center is dead center in the middle, and that's where the superstar stands. All right, center stage would be the answer that I pick. And then now here, the next one, this is the end of the road as well, because we have a full stop. We have a right here that tells you this is where we're going to put that noun. And on top of it, we got to put a countable noun, which is singular. How many of those do we have? We've already used center. There's only one more noun. And this creates a collocation, doesn't it? Have you heard dead end before? A dead end. When you're driving, this is a literal term. When you're driving and you turn down the street and the road is there's no more road, that's called a dead end. All right. So reach the dead end. And they also use this to describe a job. If you've never heard of it before, I'll tell you what it means. A dead end job. All right. And you might even feel like you're in one. A lot of people do. A dead end job means you're in a job that will lead to nowhere. No promotions, no increase in salary. You are just stuck. That's what a dead end job is. Okay. Similar to where a road ends and you can't go anywhere. That's a collocation. All right. Next, this one is helpful because we have a preposition. This is going to be very helpful because here we have may. May is what? May is called a modal verb. A modal verb means that the word that comes after will have to be no S, no ED, no ING. And how many of those do we have? We have stop, which is a verb, and lead. Okay? Stop and lead. Now, how many Or which of these two words can have a to afterwards? So you have to ask yourself, can I say stop to? Yes, I can. Can I say lead to? Yes, I can. Now, the next word you have to think about is here. Because you can say stop to and lead to, you have to ask yourself, what comes after the to then? Stop to eat. Stop to rest. It's a verb, right? What is that? Unexpected. It looks like a verb, but it's actually an adjective. It has ed. But no matter what, after the to, you will not have ed, s, or ing either. So stop is already looking like it's wrong. Now, after lead to, can I put a noun? Because it says directions. Lead to something. Can I say that? Hell yes. Hell yes, I can say lead to something. That's the answer that I would pick. And then lastly, right here, ones. Looks like a noun. Okay, ones. And then preposition here. So that means no verb. You cannot put a verb. We should be putting adjective. And how many adjectives do we have left? 3. Damn, we have 3. We have known, front, and familiar. But it's going to create a collocation. Okay. Is it going to be known ones, familiar ones, or front ones? Front ones don't really sound correct, right? So it's up to you what you would pick. But for me, familiar ones just sounds like a collocation. It means that these things look like something I have seen before, familiar ones. And that's what I would pick. And obviously, I've done these examples before. I know the answers, and those are the reasons why I would pick those answers. I hope that helped.